Welcome back, everybody, to the world of Wraith. Got with you guys another quick market watch. We'll be looking at some of the prices on high seas for the pre-sales. I'll be looking over at Star City games and min-max games. This is not sponsored or anything. Um, they just actually have their pre-sales up. And I usually don't like buying pre-sales on TCG Player. They really just put some crazy prices on TCG Player. So during your pre-releases, if you want to trade, if you want to buy cards, I would definitely check out these two websites to kind of put a value to the cards. Of course, you know, these are going to fluctuate a lot and people are going to value things differently. It's pre-release. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two websites to kind of put a value on the cards that I want and trade, based off like the lowest price, which for the most part it's going to be Star City. Star City has a pretty good some of the pre-sale prices are pretty reasonable. I don't usually recommend buying pre-sale prices, but some of these are not bad. All right. Before I start yapping, do not forget this is not financial advice. Claw of Vincerikai. This is a pretty good dagger for Syndra. $20 over at Star City Games. Minimax has it for 35. Arcane Compliance, the new card to try to put the Wizards down. $15 sold out in Star City. Min-max has them for 25. The rainbow foils are 23 basically. Min-max has them for 50. This is kind of crazy. This is what I mean. If you're looking for an Arcane Compliance, a rainbow foil, I would value it at like 23 because Star City Game has it for that. I would not value it at 50. Cog in the Machine, non-foil 10. Min-max has them for 20. Rainbow foil is 12, but they've sold out. Min-max has them for 30. Golden Sky Warden rainbow foils 12. Min-max has them 25. Cogworks Workshop $6. This is pretty reasonable. I wouldn't even feel bad buying this, but I want to open my case, see what I get first. Now this is literally three times the price. $18 over at Min-max. 12 for the rainbow foil at Star City. And then 25 over at Min-max. Platano Airnaut, $12, sold out. They have them over at 20 for Min-max. Now the rainbow foil comes in extended art. It's sold out at 50. Min-max has them for 100. Now I wanted to just double check because Min-max doesn't label it as extended art. But if you go on the Flesh and Blood database, you can see the non-foil is just regular. And then once we click over the rainbow foil, it actually becomes the extended art. So I'm pretty sure the rainbow foils are going to be EAs anytime you open up the Platano Airnaut. Jolly Bludger sold out at 15 for the rainbow foil. Min-max has them for 40. Clockworks Dovetail, one of the best puffing cards, about $11, 12 in stock. It's not a bad price. I would feel pretty okay buying it at this price, but I think once we get the shipment of high seas after Nats, I think a lot of these cards are just gonna get a lot cheaper. Of course, I could be wrong. Make your own decisions, make your own educated guesses. But personally, I think right now, since it's about to be nationals for USA, I think a lot of the cards are they're gonna have a lot of premium to it. The set hasn't even come out yet. There's the nationals on the day of release. So I think after US Nationals, things can go down. But if it's kind of like the Haunted situation where we didn't get a lot of product, things could just rise up. So it's hard to tell. Make your own decisions. Dovetail for $11 is not bad. Min-max has it for 20. Then there's one available for 15 at Star City for the rainbow. And Min-max has them for 30. Lone Shark non-foil $50 on Min-max. Star City sold out at 30. The rainbow foil for Star City, one left. 50 for the rainbow. And then 60 for the rainbow on Min-max. I believe there's also a gold foil extended art Lone Shark, but I think that only comes in the treasure pack, so it's going to be pretty hard to pull. Chowda, the famous hit cartoon from Cartoon Network. $50 for the Marvel over at Star City game. I think this is one of the best Gravy Bone allies. Uh, Personally, I think it's going to be a 3 of, but we'll see how everybody builds Gravy Bones. Min-max has them for 75. King Kraken Harpoon, the extended art rainbow foil 50 sold out. King Shark Harpoon 50 sold out at Star City. Minmax has them for 100. Guys, I cannot recommend anybody buy this for 100. I mean, yeah, this is just super crazy. This has rainbow foil. I think it's the same thing with Platano. The rainbow foil should be EA. If you want to buy it for 100, be my guest, but I can't recommend this price for anybody, guys. I think these will definitely get cheaper. Same thing, King Kraken 100. Polycranka the boy, $50 for the rainbow foil. I think he could be a $20 card once we get more product, once we're past the actual release. $50 right now, not bad for pre-sale prices. 75, it's a little crazy, so it's too high for me. The Marvel sold out for 300 over at Star City Games, and then Marvel, they have some in stock at Minmax for 600. I don't think I'm paying 600 for a parrot. Hell, if I'm paying 600 for a parrot, I'm just gonna get a parrot in real life. Codex of Frailty, Rainbow Foil, 110 basically. 115 over at Minmax. This is kind of what happens when you reprint things as legendaries. There's more coming into the market, but it still seems pretty high. I would give it some time. Maybe when High Seas is officially out, shop around, ask your friends, maybe go on the Discord or on Facebook. Try to get a good deal on the Codex of Frailties if you don't have them. I think pre-sale, this is just, it's not worth it. Personally, I think this is just still too high for the reprint, for the regular. I would try to see if I can get Codex of Frailties for maybe 70 for the non-foils, whether that's the new ones or the old ones. But make your own decisions. If you don't have Codex of Frailty and you want them, I think the next coming week, maybe 2 weeks, is going to be the best time to buy them. Because once we're done with High Seas and there's no more printing, Codex of Frailty, all the versions are just slowly going to go back up. So with the reprint hitting the market, I would think it's a good time to try to get a good deal on it and try to get your playset if you're a ranger or an assassin player. Gold baited hook, $60 over at Star City Games, $75 on Minmax. The cold foil sold out at $150 on Minmax, but Star City has them for $125, 3 available. Cockworks Tinker Rink, Star City sold out at $125. Minmax has some for $195. Gravy Bones, the main man himself, $375 for the Marvel over at Minmax. Star City sold out at $250. Riches of Tropple Donnie. I think this card's going to be very hard to estimate where it's going to land. I want to say it can get to $150, but it's probably going to be one of the most playable Fableds. So I could also see it sticking around $200. I don't think there's a cold foil version of this. I haven't seen it. And I think the rainbow foil version is going to be very sought after. The High Seas heroes want it. The heavy hitter heroes want it. And I think a lot of the heroes in the future will care about gold. Or maybe not a lot, but LSS has confirmed that they love, using gold as a mechanic for these sets, for these heroes. So this Fabled will definitely be played in future heroes. I would try to get it for 120 to 170, somewhere around that price range. Figure out what you feel comfortable paying. But I don't think I would get this on pre-sale. 300 at Minmax Games. Sea Lace, Sarong, 225 sold out. I think this is the first time we have extended art legs. So shout out to LSS. They're starting to do extended art on gold foils and now on the leg pieces. So I'm very excited to see that. Imagine if we had quick dodge flexors and extended art. That would look sick. Minmax has it over for $275. Death Threats, one of the chase cards of the set. Minmax has it at $95, just a little bit cheaper than Star City Games. And this is why I tell you guys, shop around, look around. The whole market watch, we've been seeing Star City Games having better prices, sometimes 1/3 the value that Minmax is valuing their cards at. $5 may not be a lot, but it is cheaper over at Minmax. Same deal with the extended art. Star City Games sold out at $350, but Minmax has them for $275. So shop around. If you guys really do want to buy your pre-sales, check both websites. There might be even other stores that have pre-sales up. So give them a look. I'm gonna leave both of these stores on the description down below. Check out, whatever I didn't talk about. There's a ton of cards up on pre-sale. Anka for 100. This might be too high for a Marvel Ally, but this is one of the better ones. And yeah, we got the expansion slots. And of course, Min-Max also has theirs up. Tinker ranks for 55 for the rainbow foil. The structure deck marbles for basically 100. Swabby 75. So guys, check out the links below if you do want to buy anything from pre-sale. I think these prices are better than TCG. I'm not even going to check TCG till the set's officially out. I can't recommend buying pre-sales on TCG. If you do really want to get your cards on pre-sale, check out Star City Games and Min-Max. This is not sponsored at all. Just trying to find you guys some good deals, or also just trying to help you guys gauge the value of these cards for your upcoming pre-releases. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down below what hero are you most excited for. Puffin, Gravy Bones, Marlin, or hell, if you're like a Blitz player or something, maybe even Scurv. Scurv's looking pretty cool. Don't know how good he'll be though. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.